Okay, I'd like to demonstrate on how to make a horseshoe nail cross similar to this in here. We're going to start with 4 horseshoe nails. We're going to take the first 2 and just take our needle nose pliers and grab a hold of them, leaving about 3/4 of an inch or so. And we're going to bend it 90 degrees, similar to this right here. Then we can take our other one, and if we'll hold them together at the base, we can take our needle nose pliers and come back to where they meet and bend it, and that allows us to have 2 nails built for the base of the cross. Once we have it, we'll take a rubber band and we'll wrap it, holding it pretty tight, and just wrap it a few times around. Until you finally have your base. Now we can take your other 2 nails, take the first one and bend it so it's kind of like a 90, like that. Bend it on around until we make our top loop similar to that. Then we can bend one more time until we have it shaped like that. Now we just need to repeat that with the second nail. So now we have the 2 pieces to make the top. We'll take our base and one of them for our top, and we'll place it so that it's on top. Hold it with your thumb and your finger. Take another rubber band, and wrap it like that. Take your other one, holding it again with your finger and thumb, and another rubber band, until you finally have it like that. Now we can take your craft wire, take about 18 to 20 inches, and holding one end, take and lay your wire so it extends past the loops similar to that. Hold it with your thumb and finger and just start wrapping as tight as you can until you get to the cross. Come underneath and keep wrapping on the bottom side as tight as you can, moving your thumb down to hold it where the two come together, and just keep wrapping, holding it as tight as you can until you get it the length of a skirt or cloak that you want. Before you get all the way done, you may have to cut your rubber bands off. Just take your wire pliers and snip those little rubber bands, and then you can continue wrapping, holding it up towards the top and just twisting it around. Once you get it the length you want, cut your wire off. Take your needle nose, fold that back side over until it's pretty flush. Then you'll have it look like that. Come to the top, take your needle nose, grab this wire, pull it around, pulling it tight, cut it off on the back side just like you did on the bottom, and then fold it over. You can align it back up by pushing or pulling a little bit and get it so you're aligned back up. Now if you'll look, you have a diamond in the middle with a wire over the front, and I call this the front side. Now you take your pliers or your wire pliers and cut loose the rubber band off of one side like this. Get you another piece of wire about 12 inches long this time. It doesn't probably be plenty. Cut it off. And take your wire this time and hold it so it extends past. Hold it with your thumb and your finger, wrapping it towards the center. Crossing over the wire on the underside to the other side, bringing it around until you get it something like that. And if we turn it over, you'll see that you've made an X on this side inside the wire. Now you can take this piece, push it back in, bringing those wires together, twisting it. Until you've made the sleeve about the length you need it. Turn it over to the back side again, cut the excess wire off, folding it over while you're pushing in on those wires with the needle nose. That'll close them up and make a nice tight fit. Now you can come to the other side and cut that rubber band off and continue to hold it and just wrap this other side as tight as you can until your sleeves are about the same length, similar to that. Take your wire pliers, cut it off again on the back side, taking your needle nose, pushing in on it at the same time as folding it over on the back, so that there's no burrs, and then you have the finished product. Now you're ready to take some varnish and a paintbrush and just brush over the wire, which will secure it together. And that's how I make a horseshoe cross.